Some stuff. Hello, everybody. My name is Lewis Lee, and this is Plan and Traffic. We do this every Thursday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. So please tell all your friends and family that we do car stuff every week live. We've got special guests, Gil and Linda from GCD. What's up, guys?
What's
How
going
are
on,
you?
man? Good to see you again.
Yes, I'm glad to have you guys on. And we're having you on because you have your show, your premiere show yesterday.
Yep.
What is it called? Married to the
Married
Car.
to Rides. We we premiered on Valentine's Day appropriately. For the
Yeah.
Married to Rides show.
So I was watching it, and like I told you before, every time I watch one of your videos or even this show, I see something, a trick that one of your guys is doing on an interior. Um, you know, I just when I'm scrolling and see your stuff, it's like, oh, I got to stop and I'm gonna learn something. So man, I appreciate the quality and the talent that you have with your crew.
Yeah, no, thank you. And we've from the very beginning, we set out to show everything as it happens, the way it happens. We basically pull back the curtain and we show all the techniques the guys are using, and you'd be surprised how many like messages I get through Instagram and Facebook and people with questions and what are you doing, with this, what kind of glue do you use, what kind of glue gun, how do you do this, how do you do that? And, I try to answer everybody as much as possible, so I've
That's
become, very fluent with Google Translator because I would say about half the messages we get are not in English. It's all over the world. It's amazing the exposure, and
That's great.
we try to show everybody everything, and having the full build side, we were able to show all the welding going on, the body work, the painting, mechanicals. So everything now is exposed. We don't. It's not just the interior. We show everything as it happens.
Right. So Linda, to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So I hear that you're the brains of the operation, and the custom part of the building. So give us a little bit of what you do on your side.
So we do everything but the interior. We do mechanical, metal fabrication, body work, paint work, everything from soup to nuts. And basically, Gil will get it last. So we do all the ugly to make it pretty, and then he gets it and finishes, puts the cherry on top, so to speak.
And get all the credit. We bring it home, wrap it up, and take the credit.
Yeah. That's the last thing people see, or kind of, the first thing they see is when they look in the door, in the interior.
Yeah, it's also the courage because you're the last one to get it, and by that time the client's like, "Is it done yet? Are we ready to go?" So you can
pushing you a little bit harder.
Oh yeah, you can take 5 years to build a car, but as soon as the interior shop gets it, it should be done in 5 weeks.
Yeah.
And for the record, we don't take 5 years to build a car. So.
And you're building some incredible stuff, man. I've been following you guys for a little while, and man, I can't wait to come up there. When I come up to see Terry, we're gonna come and steal some ideas off you.
Really, we'll put you to work, man.
Hey, I'm not scared.
We'll get you behind the sewing machine.
Yeah, I love it. When I was in high school, no, actually it was junior high. I took home ec, and my buddies were making fun of me. It was like, man, what are you doing at home ec? For one, that's where the girls were, and that's where the food was. So,
okay.
So the first quarter, they were laughing at me, but the second quarter, I was friends with all the girls in the school. So then they all wanted to be in home ec.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's where I kind of really got into sewing. My mom taught me to sew when I was little, but I really got into it when I got into home ec. Started liking it a lot.
Yeah, it's an incredible field to be in. It's but I mean, when you do your work too, I mean, it's not just sewing. It's you got to fabricate, you got to do electrical, you got to do carpentry, you got to do, the stitching part's only one part of upholstery. It's getting all that other stuff done in time. Then you get on to
get to that point. Yeah.
So we're definitely it's it's another type of full build. Once you get on the inside of a car.
Right, right. Okay, so tell us about your new show and where we can find it.
Yeah.
All people can find it.
Well, it's basically going to be every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. Although it replays at 10 and then throughout the day, but it's on PowerTube TV. So you can go to watchpowertubetv.com. We encourage everybody to join the community. That way you can get updates, all the news, you can get discounts. Plus, when a new episode comes up, you'll get an alert on that as well. So it's PowerTube TV. It's available through Roku. You can get it on your app on your phone. It's going to be on Amazon. Not Amazon. It's going to be on Amazon Fire Stick. It'll be on there soon. I think next week. So, or you can just go to watchpowertube.com and click on. You can watch it live. You can also.
We have a channel on PowerTube actually that you can pretty much watch it all day. So our own channel. We have the show. So.
Yeah, and I gotta say, Brian and Ray have been amazing. It's actually it's crazy because it was one of the first conversations we had early on, and this whole idea of doing the show was with Brian, and we just kind of clicked. Things progressed as we moved on and to producing the show, and it just wasn't ready. It wasn't ready, and then finally, when it was ready, things just kind of fell into line, and they've been very supportive. And they're just great guys to deal with, and we feel like this is the place we need to be, and we're loving it. And,
right. Well, I used to like those two guys, but I don't like them too much now. Because when they were starting this, we talked a couple years ago at I think we were at PRI maybe, or it might have been SEMA, but Brian was telling me about everything he was doing. I was like, oh yeah, I want in. So things just didn't line up for us. So I'm coming. Planet Truck is coming to Power TV too soon.
Nice.
As soon as he gets back from vacation.
All right.
But at PRI this year, they were running me, man. They was like, "Oh man, you're a bum." They call me names, all kinds of stuff. I was like, "Man, I used to like you guys." But no, they're good guys though.
You got to come on board, man. I mean, you think about it. You got all the Pink shows. The franchise. You got Cars and Coffee Exposed. You got Justin Nichols shows on there. You got Drift America, which is pretty interesting because coming up on episode 4, we're going to be talking about drifting. So
nice.
So it's pretty amazing. And we felt like it was the place to be because they allowed us to present the show the way it happens as the people we are, and the work happens. Just a natural progression. I think the landscape of TV shows has changed. Before you'd have that same cookie cutter show where, you start the project, there's drama, the project gets finished and the episode's over, but now I think shows like, Kindig and Iron Resurrection and like Shorties and new show, Custom Carolina, they're showing you the work as it happens. Yeah. And it may not necessarily get done in one episode, and you just got to follow along, and it's just the detail, because I think that's what people want to see too. Yeah. It's the detail involved, the hard work involved, the craftsman involved.
It's more realistic because the car doesn't get done in a day.
No.
So
right.
It's, and to try to force getting some of these cars done in a short timeline, just the quality suffers. So I think it's better to have 3 shows dedicated to one full build. You can see the whole process as it goes through, instead of just like teeny tiny pieces, because it's a long process for these cars. Sometimes they are a couple years. And I think when you show one episode, you're leaving so much stuff out. You could be leaving out all the metal fabrication. You could be leaving out body work. You could be leaving out, so many things that are a part of the build that I think people enjoy seeing. And also that cliffhanger, like, oh, okay, well, I watched this part of it. I definitely want to tune in next week to watch the next part of this build. Whereas if you've already seen this whole build, what are you tuning in for next week? Okay, well, I'm going to see this other one. But I think like following it almost, it's like you're committed to watching it through. So I think that's, from my perspective, I think that's a better way to, and that's kind of how we are.
Right. And the beauty of streaming now is you could do that. It's a lot
Yeah.
easier to take your time and film it right and not be rushed on stuff.
Yeah.
Um, so it just turned the world sideways. This streaming really
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, I think again the whole landscape has changed because it's how you even capture it. I mean, the iPhones are so advanced where people are just using their phones. I mean, we have like actual cameras and microphones and all that. So that's why it looks a little more polished than what you see on other stuff on streaming. But it's basically what we wanted to do was take that online streaming YouTube approach to a show. So you have the A story, which is the big build on the full build side, and then we have the B story, which is we're wrapping up the interior, and then we kind of go back and forth in the episode. So when you see the title of the show come up, or like a transition with a drone shot, those are built in on purpose for a commercial break eventually. So it's a half an hour show, but it's 22 to 24 minutes of footage, and then the rest of it to make it a half an hour could, in theory, be advertising within each of the segments, in between each segment. So when we set out to do it, we wanted it to be professional. We wanted it to be formatted correctly. And we knew that, it's just, I mean, and believe me, we thought about, we should start and finish a car in one episode and make it 1 hour long. But when you start, early on, we're like, we're just going to capture all the video possible. We got camera guys there. We're going to just do it all. So what we created was a lot of footage to go through.
Yeah.
And then you quickly learn that the time and money isn't in the camera and the video and capturing it. The time and money is in the editing, the post-production.
Right.
So, and then you dial it back and go, all right, what do we need to capture, the key moments? And then, so, I mean, in theory, I mean, to do a half an hour show, you're talking weeks of footage, hours and hours of editing.
Yeah.
And you break it down and you get 22 minutes out of it,
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Yeah, the build shows are the most expensive shows to produce because there's so much footage that you have to capture and then pick out of it the pieces that make sense and put together an episode. But here we are.
Well, I'll tell you what, you and your guys are doing a great job, because I was just telling Terry a little while ago, I was like, we got to step up our game, because Gil and messed around and got high production going. So,
we're very fortunate to have made relationships with some amazing talents in the industry, and like I said, and we got lucky. I mean, Scott is literally 10 minutes from our shop. He lives the next town over. He's just an amazing talent, and he's dedicated to the show, and he's just a great guy to be around. The guys love him too, because that's the key too. You can't just bring in people to do filming who don't know how to work around, first of all, these high-end cars. And
that could be a mess.
Yeah, you got lights up, you got a camera standing there, you got a lot of stuff going. You got a drone being operated inside the shop, so it's nerve-wracking at times. But when you have the right talent, it eases your worrying a little bit. But and then like I said, the guys are comfortable around the filming and they actually enjoy it.
Good. It looks like it when, like, on Instagram and stuff, when you have some feeds coming up, it looks like they're just comfortable and doing their thing.
Yeah, because we don't ask them to do anything for the camera, so the camera is just there, capturing it like a person's just watching them, and I think too they're proud of what they do and they want people to see it.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to go check them out on Instagram and YouTube, tell them what your tags are.
Yep. So on Instagram we have two. We have Gillen Interiors and we have G City Auto Studio, and on YouTube it's G City Auto Studio. But again, every Wednesday night you can catch us 8 o'clock on PowerTube TV.
Sweet. So I told Brian to come on, but he's floating around on rafts down in the Bahamas.
Oh yeah. He's probably sitting on a yacht right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's watching our show again, you know?
Yeah, I told him, I was like, oh, when I grow up, I want to go to the Bahamas. Yeah. So he's down there floating on a pink raft. He said it was his wife's idea, but I don't know,
But you know, we're looking forward to this season. We got so far we got 10 episodes planned to put up there, and that's the other thing too about our shop. It's like I was just looking at today, and like, you know, we got one guy on the upholstery side. I got, you know, Tyler, he's working on a 78 Porsche. I got Guido, he's working on a 69 Mustang. Eric's working on a 69 Corvette. And then Kurt was working on a 2003 Volkswagen Beetle convertible. So I mean, the variety is.
And that thing was.
It was interesting. But you know, when you need a top, you need a top. But you know,
hey, the little guy needs stuff too.
Yeah, and on the full build side, you know, the guys are working on a 64 Lincoln, full restoration. There's a 72 Ford truck,
F100.
F100. Did tubs on it, doing some motor work on it. There's 1940 Ford being worked on. You know,
wow.
87 Caprice Classic. So I mean, the variety is it's pretty insane. You know, and that's
how big is your shop?
About 10,000 square feet.
Yeah, just over 10. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're in Orange County, New York, correct?
Orange County, New York. Yeah.
So you're up there with American Choppers.
Yep.
They're stomping grounds, huh?
Oh yeah. That's the what they made famous for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the village of Florida. So people, like, when we said we're moving to Florida, everybody's like, "Oh my God, you're moving to Florida?" I'm like, "No, not Florida, New York."
Yeah.
it's not. Believe me, it's not warm in Florida, New York. You know.
Yeah, man, it's cold today here in Ohio.
Yeah, we just got a foot of snow 2 days ago. So.
Did you? Oh, we didn't get no snow. You know what? I pushed it down the hill because it was supposed to hit us and then go over to New York, but for some reason it went down and came up past it, so we didn't get any snow.
Nice.
Yeah, lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell Terry I'm sending you some weather over because it comes from Michigan and it sweeps through Ohio and then goes over to New York.
But you never know with Terry. He could be in Ohio. This guy's traveling every week, you know. He's got a lot of work to do on that CUDA.
Oh man, you know what? He's putting in the work though. He's getting it done. Yeah, it's gonna be a nice car.
Yeah, we can't wait to get our hands on it. I got to do the interior on that thing. So.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me. I think he got the seats somewhere around here. I think when he brought the seats to you.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know if he showed what kind of seats he's got yet, but.
No. Yes. He should be on. I just text him to see where he's at. Bomb. So, are you working on any cars for yourselves, or are you just all customer?
Ah, man. Well, Linda was working on a 66 Pontiac Tempest, and then a client came in and said, "Hey, I want to build a muscle car just like that."
And it was outside in the parking lot at the time. So
he bought it, and we're building it. So it's a Roadster Shop chassis. Just got delivered. You'll see that coming up on an episode. And LS, Tremec transmission, big brakes. You know, it's all the good stuff. You know, Resto Mod Air, custom interior. And then I am, I guess, 7 years into my 3-year project. It's a 1970 Buick Riviera.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is that the boat tail?
No, it's the year before the boat tail. So it's a one-off year. It's the one with the stainless trim down the side. So it's the year after the Hideaway and the year before the boat tail.
And that was only a 1-year car, right?
1-year car, yeah.
I wonder what made them change like that.
I'm not sure. I mean, it was a beautiful body style.
Yeah.
So that one, I got a Roth Speed chassis, full independent rear, full independent front. We're going to do a nice LS in there. I got to go automatic transmission because I can't be shifting.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I just want to put it in drive and just go nice and easy.
Yep.
With that one, I'm going to go big wheels on it, kind of play off the Buick rally wheels. We're going to do green exterior, green interior, you know.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, I love the 60s and 70s vibe where they did that color match inside, outside, you know. It's just I don't see enough of it. Everything today, you go and get a car, it's going to have a gray interior, tan interior, or black interior. That's it.
Yep.
No one gets, occasionally you see something red or,
Yeah.
a little different, but it's so boring now, they knew something back then,
Yeah. They had design in mind on everything.
Yeah.
The fenders, the lights, the chrome. Now, man, it's just like, if we can get it to stick to the car, that's it.
Yeah. The Tempest is a blue car. We got the Kindig handles on it. The drip rails are shaved. We're going to tuck the bumpers a little, but it's going to have a blue interior as well. So it's blue on blue.
Nice.
Budnick wheels in it. So it's going to definitely be a showstopper.
Yeah. Those King Dig hand or door handles are pretty nice. Have you used them before?
Yeah. We've done a couple.
Four
the 40 Ford, the Caprice, the Tempest. We've done the 50 Chevy.
Yeah.
We did. So we've used them like four or five cars already.
Yeah.
So.
I think we're going to be the first ones to use Kindig handles on a box Chevy. So.
Yeah, it's the Caprice.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because it's got 26 or 28-inch gold wheels. It's got it's gonna have a crazy sound system, candy paint job. Underneath's gonna be finished as well. So we did, it's on a rotisserie. So we body worked all the floor. We're gonna paint everything. So you'll be able to put mirrors under it and
nice.
Actually you wouldn't even have to worry about. I mean, with those big giant gold wheels, it's gonna be high enough. You can probably just bend over and look at
Yeah.
It's got an LT motor in it. 6-piston caliper brakes. I think the LT is pushing 850 horse.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's going to be quite the looker when it's all done. It's called the car's called the Grinch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a real big low rider fan, so I can feel that vibe. Painting under it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I have a 77 Cadillac Coupe that I want to restore, but my bus project jumped in the middle of it, so you know how that goes.
I think you're wrapping up soon. You're getting
I'm getting there. Yep. So I was talking to King Dig at a show. Actually, I think we were eating lunch, and I was talking to him about those door handles. I tried to steal some out of his trailer, but he was watching me too close. He's like, "I'm watching you, man. I'm watching you." But those are nice handles. I think he helped design the ones for Tesla. I heard a rumor of that.
Yeah, I don't know. He's got a patent on the handles. I don't know what the origination was from Tesla they're very similar. But I know Dave has patents on the handles. So
yeah, I heard that rumor, but I didn't hear that from him. But I heard a rumor of that. But they are similar and they're pretty neat how they work.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird because we got a 1955 Chrysler New Windsor station wagon in the shop, and I'm telling you, the door handles there is a chrome strip. It has a little bump on one section. You push in on it, it flips open just like the Kindig handle. So the original from 1955. So
well.
So.
That's how we learn, right?
They're very similar to the DeSoto handles back in the 55, 56. So
nice.
It's I guess people perfect it, and change it up a little bit. But
now, are they hard to put in?
Well, our metal fabricator, now that he's done, he's just zipping them out now, so easier. It's really, they give you a template in the box. It's really very easy to follow. So you just, you have to have a steady hand and you have to know how to measure right.
Yeah.
I'd say the most challenging part, if you're putting it in a 66 Tempest or 68 Camaro or 68 Chevelle, it's straightforward, right? Because the mechanism is you push in on it, you pull it, and that tab pushes in on the mechanism inside the door like a normal door handle, right?
Yeah.
But we've done it on the 40 Ford truck and a 1950 Chevy truck, where it's a whole different thing where you turn the handle this way and it's a whole different mechanism. So you got to use cables and and wheels, so that way when you do this motion, it pulls the cable and it pulls.
Oh yeah.
I mean, because it's not meant for that type of application, right? It's meant for, I would say, mostly like a GM or 60s, 70s style
Right.
vehicle,
And you made it happen, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, you got to make it happen.
Yeah, that might be a good segue for one of your videos, showing how you fabricated that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, on my 70 Riv, I'm gonna take the handle and put it in the stainless trim because I want to make it a stainless face on it, so that way it blends in, which is a lot lower than where the normal door handle sits. So there's going to be some engineering involved to make a bracket that allows it to work. So maybe that could be a good video coming up. So.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I'd like to put those handles on my caddy if I ever get to it. It's behind the garage. Every once in a while, I hear it hollering at me.
Yeah.
I see you. Like that commercial. Have you seen that commercial?
Yeah.
The guy walks by and the cars are hollering at him.
Yeah, well, you got some time left on the bus, so then you can jump on that. So.
Yeah, I should be done probably April, maybe May. I'm working on the bathroom now. I'm doing the tile for the shower. So once I get that in, really just the fun stuff starting to happen. You know what I mean? Fabricating the cabinets and the doors and the fronts and all that stuff. So it's getting fun.
So what's the plan? You gonna go on tour with it?
Yeah. Me and my wife are gonna retire in September and just travel the country. I'm retiring early. I'll be 55 this summer, and I don't have a lot of money, but I cut everything out. Everything I had to spend on money, I stopped spending, and I'm just leaving. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do. I have a couple little hustles that I do. My leather company, and then I have my booking agency. So I'll do that stuff on the road. I can do that anywhere.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna travel and enjoy the country.
A workshop in the bus?
I think I'm gonna pull a trailer or
Okay.
a truck with all my equipment in the truck. I keep going back and forth because I want to bring my motorcycle too. So her name is Peaches, so she has to go with us. So I'm either going to do a trailer or the truck.
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm only going to make certain products, a couple purses and some wallets, belts, little stuff like that. So I won't need a lot of equipment. I'll bring my sewing machine, and I'm trying to fabricate something where I can have the sewing machine slide out of the back of the bus or something. I don't know. I'm playing around. It's all fabricating, so I can make it happen. Just figuring it out is the hard part.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need much space, just a table and a machine. That's it.
Yeah. Well, I have the arm. I always forget what they call that sewing machine with the arm that comes out.
Do you know?
I can't think of the name. I had the industrial sewing machine. It just has the arm, not the table.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can go around bends and all that stuff. So I was measuring out the other day. I think I can make something in the bed where I can have it flip up and then have my pedals drop down or something. I'm gonna get it figured out. Yep. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna live in the bus full time. I'm giving the house to my daughter, and we're hitting the road.
Nice. Wow.
And if she misses 2 months of rent, we're kicking her out. Or I am. My wife won't.
Yeah.
She'll give her the keys on the other side.
Well, you can definitely make a trip to New York.
Yeah, I'll be coming up there this summer. I got to make a trip to Terry's, and I'll swing by your place for sure. Yeah, I want to see your wall of thread.
Oh yeah.
He
Every
loves
once
that.
in a while, I'll get a glance of it. I'm like, oh, look at all that thread.
It's 240 colors, man.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Sometimes I want to go over there and I just want to move them
And they're all organized
into other places. See what he
Oh,
does.
don't mess with his thread.
They're all in number order based on the chart. We got 2 of each color, so there's 480 spools of thread there.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So if you walk in the shop and you see the colors are moved around, you know you did something wrong. You're in trouble.
Yeah, I got a trail cam right there.
You know who did it, huh?
I know who did.
Well, it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me.
You know, it's important. You got to have the right color, you know. And
Yeah.
you know, we use a lot of relicate leather, and it's great because when you get the leather on the swatch on the back of it where it has the name, it also tells you what thread color is the exact match to it. So
Oh, really?
yeah,
What company is that?
relicate. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a relicate leather. They're out in New York, you know, with us, so it's convenient. You know, we get stuff right away. And Josh, you know, he's, you know, I remember when he started, you know, with just a small line of leather, and now there's plenty of colors, plenty of different. He's got Alcantara. He can get you square weave carpet. So it is,
Really?
yeah, it's definitely expanded, and it's just nice to work with smaller companies that support what you're doing. You know, he's one of the first that stepped up and wanted to be a part of the show. And you know, we got Miami Corp. We get all our supplies from them. NC Carpet. I mean, those machines are amazing. You know, I don't know if you've ever had a chance to take a look at them or use them, but
No.
they have. I mean, they're just incredible machines, modern machines. Great company. They're right in Newark, New Jersey. So if you have any issue, they're right there. You know, another,
nice.
you know, family-owned company. So that's, you know, we try to gravitate towards those type of companies. You know.
Well, on my travels, I think we're gonna try to go do stuff like that. Go to those kind of places because I'm just so tired of other countries, you know, selling this junk. So
Yeah.
and then big companies too. You know, what I mean, they're getting so big that they just treat you any kind of way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So
And then you know, even our even the coffee we drink, you know, we drink Gearhead Coffee. They're based in Texas. You know, we love our coffee, and the whiskey is Garage Oil. They're based in Texas. We seem to gravitate a lot towards Texas. I don't know.
Well, Gearhead, we met them in the
Yeah.
Syracuse Nationals one year. They were across from us.
Yeah.
And that's how, you know, they'd have the coffee in the morning. And that's kind of how we got to know them. And then, you know, that's all we have at the shop now. So,
yeah, husband and wife team, great kids. Just, again, another family company. And, you know, and Garage Oil Whiskey. I mean, Ron's a great guy, another small business, you know, and it's important. I think it's to build these ties with companies that, you know, that is something you know you believe in and you follow. You know, it's a sense of community. It's you know, American made. It's you know, it's important to kind of focus on those things. You know.
yeah. So with planning of traffic, when I'm on the road, I want to hit a lot of different shops, like your shop. I want to hit leather companies, you know, all that kind of stuff, and just make it that'd be like a show on its own, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can definitely hit the leather place. You can go to the sewing machine place in Newark. Actually, 20 minutes from our shop, there's a convertible top manufacturer.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Nice.
It's the machinery there, from making the patterns to sealing the glass into the top.
Really?
You'll be seeing that on an upcoming episode as well. So
Okay. They're the real deal, huh?
yeah, we try to get out of the shop a little bit. Like episode 1, we did our Cars and Coffee open house. You know, we have a episode coming up where we go to a winery because we're doing some art pieces for them because they have a classic car theme. Wine.
Yeah, it's like a spin-off. So they have their regular winery, which has your typical, you know, wines that are more like an upscale per se. So they wanted to attract also a different crowd. So they're doing a little specialty spin-off from that winery. It's called Willow's Garage and Winery. All the wines are actually fruit wines. They're all have like old classic car theme labels. One of them is called Backseat Mistakes. You know, the names of the wine. So I had worked for them, you know, a while back, and you know, I always maintain these relationships. And when they found out what we were doing, you know, the owner asked me, he's like, you know, this is what I have planned, and I would like to have like, old car parts, as part of the decor, for the actual tasting room. So we did a couple pieces for him, and you'll see that coming up. So.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I look forward to seeing that. I love repurposing auto stuff.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. No, that's definitely a nice piece. It's very unique.
Yeah. And you can just get so creative. I mean, there's so many different parts that you could make, like a light or a doorknob or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm obsessed with. I saw somebody took a valve cover and had like the piston and the valve cover turned it into like a desk lamp. I'm like,
yeah,
that's so cool. That's I can see that on somebody's desk there.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, it is 9:40, so I'm gonna get some of the fellas in, and then they can ask you questions and all that good stuff. See who we have here. Joey.
Hey guys.
Yeah, all right.
Good. How are you?
Oh.
Hey.
Papa Squirrel, Brian, how's it going?
Not bad.
Full crew here.
Yeah. So, guys, did you get a chance to watch the show?
Well,
Brian,
honestly,
I can't hear
I didn't know what the name of their because it's Married to the Ride, so I did a search for that channel, couldn't find it, and then I found PowerTube TV.
Well, I had it in our chat thing, so you were playing around, didn't read the chat.
I missed it, obviously, so I apologize, but I will catch up on that and watch it.
Yeah, go check it out. It's pretty cool, and it's very high end. I mean, I don't know what the rest of the guys going to do, man.
Yeah. Well, I heard you talking about, doing video footage and having a whole bunch of content. And even though I'm a small shop, one-man show, I have that same issue where I film a lot and then I have a lot of video to edit and pick out what I don't want to try to condense it down. But yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it takes a long time. 20 minutes take you 5 hours to edit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did that one video on my page, and man, I'm like, I spent a week editing this thing, and I got done. I'm like, oh man, 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Then you second guess yourself. Should I put that in? Did I leave some good part out? So it takes a while, to kind of. It's the most nerve-wracking moment where you just say, all right, this is the final cut, and we hand it over to PowerTube and say, all right, we're gonna run with this episode, and you let it go, But
yeah, and I try not to have too much content where I speed the video up to kind of get through that part of it, because not everybody likes watching a short, fat guy going real fast on a screen, and so I try to avoid that as much as I can.
Hey, you're not short.
You guys,
I don't own a motorcycle named Peaches.
You guys talk about repurposing stuff and so forth. I have a guy at a shop, and he took a motor from a Land Cruiser, and he made a table.
Oh, that's cool.
And he took the pistons out, and he bolted them to where the cams are, and that's where the table goes across. But the one that I find really interesting, of course, I gotta get a better picture. He took some brake rotors and a flywheel and made a bench that he sits a stool. That's that red
cool.
thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he obviously has a lot of free time, but he builds a lot of stuff, and it's fairly interesting. I try to do that, but I usually run out of patience, and that's one thing I'm still working on after all these years, is just trying to have some patience. So
Yeah, Arco at Outlaw Edge, he'd done one of those lamps they were talking about with an old classic valve cover. And it turned out really nice. He does that stuff all the time, though. So.
Yeah. They're cool.
Usually my problem is I get about halfway through and then I think of something else I could have done, so I tear it all back apart. That's why nothing ever gets done, because I keep saying I want to improve. So I don't know. I give everybody a lot of credit for just finishing something, because everything I have is about 75% because I keep taking it apart to change something. So
all right. Yeah.
never just say leave it alone.
You got to save the changes and the ideas for the next project. That's it. Finish the one and do the next one.
And it's funny, I'll have to go in, but I have a Tesla shop that I go into, and it's funny because where they work on the cars is also the parts department. So all the parts are outside. I mean, there's not like a parts department where they're aside. So they literally have everything out, and you can just they have it's probably about 15 feet long, 18 inches wide shelf in between on the racks, and it has all those door handles.
Oh wow.
You know, and I keep saying, man, I want to snag a pair so that I can put in my Mustang. And next Tuesday, when I'm over there, I'll have to take a closer look and ask the guys. They usually don't like people in the shop. They've kicked everybody. I'm like one of the few people that go in, but I ask a lot of questions and take pictures, and they don't like that over there. So I'll have to ask about where these door handles originally came from. Be surprised.
Yep.
So what's the average build time for you guys?
If it's a complete full restoration, from start to finish, including interior, about 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, that's like something with heavy metal work and things of that nature. Right now, we're working on a 55 sedan delivery, Chevy sedan delivery, and down to bare metal. There was a lot of metal work that we had to do on that. A lot of bad, repairs underneath, rockers, all sorts of, sins that were covered. So we got that mid-September. We've done the metal work. We've done all the body work. We had the initial poly prime. It came back. We gapped it all, blocked it. It's now going for second poly prime. We pulled the motor. We've undercoated it. We've tested the new transmission with the motor. So essentially, it's a pretty extensive build, and we'll be done with that, and I'll be ready to hand it to Gil in April. So
it'll be under 1 year on that one. Oh, look at the side of the line here.
Mr. Late.
And take care of a few things. Congratulations, you two. Congratulations. Well deserved. Well deserved. I couldn't have been more proud of it myself, man. I'm very excited for you guys.
Listen, you're a big part of it. You were the driving force behind it. You got that thing rolling down the hill.
I'm behind the scene. I'm behind. And I'm always behind whoever, man. And you guys have one hell of a product, and you guys been doing it for years. Very well deserved. Very well deserved. It couldn't happen to a nicer couple.
Thank you, sir. Don't worry, there's something else coming. Stay tuned. We can't talk about it.
I know. We talk. How you guys doing?
Hey, Terry Wilson.
Another day of fun.
Another day of fun.
Hey, we got a beautiful hat showing on Isaac here. Man, where'd you get that hat?
Oh,
got it on the Same Traffic website.
Yeah, he's showing up the bling.
Yeah, you can pick those up on the Planner Truck.
What?
Oh, I got the shirt on too. Go ahead, man.
You didn't stop there.
You got your SpongeBob boxers on too?
Oh, you got a cup? Oh, man. He's swagged out. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
If someone wanted to look as sharp as you do, Coach Isaac, where would a person have to go to get such garb?
Yeah.
I went onto the Plane and Traffic website.
Wow.
What is their URL?
Planandtraffic.com.
Good deal.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
good.
I'm heading over
I
there right
got
now.
my camouflage one on. I don't know if you can see the camouflage.
I'm heading
I
over there
think
right now.
I think I'll just drive over and get mine.
Yeah, come on through.
35 minutes away. I'll be that way next week, actually, picking up another truck cab. So,
Okay, sounds good. Well, we'd love to have you. We'll buy you a cheeseburger.
There you go.
yeah. But as far as Gil and Linda's video that I overlooked, I apologize again. I didn't know you do fabrication as well. So that's awesome because right now I'm in the process of fabricating and cleaning up some metal for an old square body pickup truck. So I love watching good quality channels that do nice work. So I look forward to going back and finding that video. Yeah.
Be on every Wednesday night at 8:00 on PowerTube TV. We'll have a new episode every Wednesday night.
Yeah, and I'm subscribed to them, and plus I have that website bookmarked now, and then I followed them on Instagram and Facebook. So
Yeah, so if you go to watchpowertube.com and you click on new series, you click on our series, it's playing. We have our own channel there, so it's playing back to back all day long.
okay, so the previous episodes we can go back and watch. Is that correct?
Yeah, you'll see episode 1 is playing right now. Yeah.
Nice. I will definitely catch up, and maybe next time we see each other, you will know who the hell I am. So
I'm gonna.
Which is
Originally, we were gonna air it on PowerTube, and then once, a week later, we were gonna put it on our own channel on YouTube. But
yeah,
going forward, we're just gonna ride it all with PowerTube. So the only way to see the content is gonna be on PowerTube TV. So if somebody wants to see the episodes, they can head over there. Our social media and our YouTube will be just our basic day-to-day activity, but the actual Married to the Ride show will be only on PowerTube.
okay.
Okay, I'll just put a link on the YouTube link in the chat so you guys can check it out.
Which episode is the one with the Porsche?
Don't be fooled. As well as the TV show, shows the shop, you got to go down there and see it. I'm always still amazed by the wall of thread, the wall of yarn. I'm always amazed by that. I mean,
we're just talking about it.
And the coffee.
Hey Terry,
the coffee. I didn't take advantage last time. Next time I come up there, we getting coffee.
Yeah, but you got to get the cannolis first.
I got to bring the cannoli. We got to get Tori up there. Get him out of the house.
You got to get Tori up there with the cannolis, and then you stop on.
All right, I subscribe to that.
They adopted Tori.
Yeah.
I got a phone call. Next thing you know, it's like, yo, guess who's up here? It's Tori. Bringing pastries, all kinds of pastries. I'm like, so Tori, you drove right past my house to go up there. Had to disown him.
I just saw him last week.
He came up last week?
I got to tell you, this man. So we were working on what was that? A
68 Plymouth VIP.
68 Plymouth VIP. The car was built in Canada.
Yeah.
So we're doing the front disc brake conversion. The rear, we were going to just update and put new drum shoes and new drums in the back. Well, it turns out these cars that were built in Canada had light duty rear ends.
Yeah.
They didn't have the heavy duty rear ends.
The drums are 2-inch.
2-inch drums, not 2.5.
Wow.
Now you go on this forum, there's one guy that has these drum shoes and the drums and all that. And we're trying to figure out who this guy is. We finally get in touch with the guy. Turns out he's in Long Island in Hempstead. Guy picks up the phone. He's got 2 sets, this, that, and the other. So Tori, my man Tori, picks them up at 9 o'clock at night, drives up to Orange County, New York, meets me in Orange County to give me these breaks, and then drives all the way back home.
He could have came over here. I got plenty of room. He could have came over here and crashed off and then took off the next morning.
So that's you know, I was talking earlier about having the right community around you. And that's a solid.
No, you gotta have the right group of people, man. You gotta have the right group of people. You know, You gotta have the right group of people, and fortunately, we got a good group right here. Gotta have the right group of people. You know?
Yeah, you know, this Playing in Traffic, we've became friends with people all over the country and in Canada, and what happens now is we pick up parts for each other. Like Tori called me and said, "Hey, how far are you from Cleveland?" I'm like, "I'm around the corner." So I went up and picked some wheels up for him. And then Terry comes through and he takes the wheels back to his house. And then I picked up some heads for Tori, and we all just, you know, it become like a brotherly thing, you know. Hey, I'm gonna call my brother in Texas, or
it's like an underground railroad.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You're traveling throughout the country. You break down somewhere, you know, it's amazing. You get on, you know, Instagram or Facebook and say, hey, you know, anybody know anybody in this particular town? And somebody's gonna know somebody. You know, you can go to.
You gotta know somebody
on the road. You know.
Yeah.
I was just telling Terry that the other day. I'm like, when I'm on the road, man, I got family all over the country. You know, I'm letting them know I'm coming through. If you see a big orange thing on the side of the road, stop. It's me.
Stop, is it?
Hey, Lewis, you got somebody backstage wanting in.
All right, let me see who it is. Oh, Keith,
we're not home.
We don't want him in.
We're not home. No, hang up on him. We're not. Hang up on him.
Hey, what's up? It is.
There I am. What's going on? I'm shopping. I'm playing in traffic. That's what it is.
Hey, before you buy anything on my site, I want to apologize because the shipping is crazy. I got to switch companies because the shipping is too much money. So I appreciate everybody, but please don't be mad at me about the shipping because I'm going to change companies where we can do a little better.
Unfortunately, that's life right now.
$6?
Crazy.
Yeah.
$6 shipping?
It's crazy. But
I bought stuff. Too. I bought stuff down from the Freedom Factory, and it's literally like 40 minutes away from me, and it's like $6 shipping. Like, let me just go pick it up.
You know, I got spoiled with Amazon because I got Prime, and when I
free.
see shipping, I'm like, oh, I'm not buying that.
Paying shipping. We don't pay shipping anymore.
Yeah. So I guess I'm being. I guess I'm bougie.
Just make
check this out. I was talking to Lewis the other day.
Free shipping.
Yeah.
I was talking to Lewis the other day. You may have a squatter because he says when he comes down to see me, he's definitely heading up towards you, man. And he's got that school bus, so he can stay there as long as he wants.
He's got to drive past you, come up to us first. That way I can send you a picture of him hanging out.
Hey, and send me a picture of Tori, him and Tori hanging out. I'm like, look at this, man. Him and Tori and Linda hanging out. I'm like, this has got to stop. Not once, but a couple of times.
Yeah, he passed you up to get there.
So, and Tori's like, I'm sorry, man. You know how he does it in the Tory way. I had to, you know, I got to be moving and all that. But yeah, he's sitting up there drinking coffee and eating cannolis with this guy. You know, time to stop off. Drives right past my house, right? Highway, my house.
Yeah.
I mean, it is the fact he's only there for like 2 or 3 hours, so it's a quick visit.
Stay there, right? He's got to move. He's there for like 4 or 5 hours having dinner.
Yeah.
I never met Tori, you know, face to face. Never.
No.
Yeah.
Never met Tori face to face.
Wow.
So listen, I called him the other day, or I texted him the other day. I'm like, hey, I got a Chevy truck with a 5.3 in it. You know, give me some of your suggestions. And you should see the list of stuff he sent me for this motor. He goes, oh yeah, you need this, and this. I'm like, bro, I'm poor, man. I can't afford all this.
Tori goes
but
in.
You need it,
Tori
though.
goes in.
Yeah, I need it, but man.
Put an LSA on top of it, do all that stuff. I know we can get an LSA.
Tori goes nuts.
Wait, you can't see it because of my green screen.
Yeah.
It's
I
long.
put it back up there. We didn't
Tori
have
have
to
this
see
trip
you.
going down a quarter mile in like 10 seconds, man. Tony goes nuts, man.
Listen, and he got the list, and he goes, "Wait a minute, I'm sending you some pictures too." He sent pictures. He sent all kind of stuff. I'm like, "Oh man, I just need a little bit. I'm not trying to go
Yeah.
racing."
Nah.
Yeah.
Tori's gonna have your truck going, pro touring and doing all types of races. Tori's gonna have your car going nuts.
Yeah.
Telling you.
So I have a question for the guests, and I try to ask this question on all the guests. But how did you get started in automotive restoration?
Well, we started in 2006 just doing interiors, and that was it. And then, as things progressed, we had a lot of customers telling us the nightmares of having to bring it to one shop for fabrication, and then another shop for body and paint, and then another shop for mechanical, and the interior. And this is like a 6-year process now. And they always wanted to, there was like, it would be nice to have something that's just under one roof and I don't have to move it around. And obviously it would take less time because it's all controlled in one spot. And so we decided, that's probably a good idea. And so a little over 4 years ago, we added the full build portion to it. And 6 months in, we hit COVID. So obviously it, kicked us in the butt a little bit, but we made it through, and obviously we've grown and here we are now. But it was really just out of making it easier for the client, having more control over things. Sometimes you get the car, you're doing the interior, and you're looking at the rest of it. You're like, it would be nice if they did this, or they had added that, or things like that. So it's just nice to be able to have control over the entire thing. You can schedule it a lot easier. The client only has to go to one spot to go look at the progress. And we always communicate. We send progress photos. We always welcome the customers to come in and visit and see what's going on. And it works. It works really well for us.
Good deal. That's nice.
And I think I've always been kind of a fan of a lot of the builders out there, Chip Foose and Troy and Dave and Boyd, the original. And I just had that desire to do more than just the interior, and just seemed like the right time and the right progression, and it's been amazing. We've been able to build a lot of great cars, and we got a very diverse group of vehicles and clients in our shop. Where else can you go? We got an 85 Porsche, we got an 87 Caprice, we got a 40 Ford truck, we got 2 suicide door Lincolns, we got a 66 Tempest, we're doing a Coyote swap on a Bronco. It's just, the variety is insane.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing your guys' content, and I hope it doesn't make my friend in Youngstown mad that does upholstery, but I may have to bring my truck to you guys.
Hey, I'm learning, man. You got to go to the pros first.
Listen, I think the upholstery shop is going to be traveling to you. He's going to be mobile now.
Yeah, I'm just messing with Lewis. He's my guy. So.
Yeah, but every week we're going to try to give you a look into the shop and the different projects. So every week we'll have a main story, which will be some sort of build. And then the secondary, the B story, is the interior getting wrapped up on another project. And then throughout the episode, we'll introduce you to a third project that's coming up down the line in the season. So it's definitely, it's broken up into 3 to 5 minute segments, and then we go back and forth from the build side to the interior side, and just the way it's set up, it allows you to get the content in short format and follow along the builds as the season goes on.
Yeah, with a 10,000 square foot building and all of that going on, I'm sure it's more than just you and Linda.
Yeah, there's 14 of us all together.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, you got to check out their Instagram too. They post a lot of nice content on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, I'm gonna find all their social medias and get linked up with them. It's gonna be cool. Yeah, I'm the resident one-armed guy that does it all. So they have to put me down because I always make them look bad. Except for Terry there, he's awesome.
Can't make Terry look bad.
He's awesome.
Please. Here's not, got too many curls going different ways. No, I'm not looking good today, man.
Yeah. Well,
there's a guy that stays busy, man. I'm coming out Thursday though.
Yeah, Joey, come down. He'll be here Thursday, so come down.
Oh, you're going to be. I thought it was March that you wouldn't be.
No, I'm going to try to get down this Thursday. Why, you coming up? Joey? You coming?
Well, I was planning on in March. However, it just depends on what day I leave to go get that truck in the southern part of Ohio. I'll be coming through Youngstown.
We'll work something out. I was telling Lewis.
Yeah, if you're there.
I was telling Lewis. I'm there from like Thursday to Sunday morning.
Yeah, I plan on stopping and throw a few rocks at Tyler and then head home. But,
well, yeah, we could do that. We could do that when I start throwing the rocks. The rocks start getting chucked on Thursday. All the way to Sunday. I was telling Lewis, I got a call.
They're like a married couple.
I got a call from AMD, the Metal Direct people. And the tech guy called me up because the one video that I did where I'm putting the mini tubs in, I'm actually welding them together. He goes, no, you're doing it the wrong way. This, that. You're supposed to do it, put one side in, weld it to the quarter panel and all that and everything like that. And I was just like, well, depends on how you want to do it. And he didn't know that I had mocked those quarter panels up and the mini tubs up. So I was taking them out, welding them together, and I was going to put them in as one piece. And so he said, after I told him that, he goes, I was like, so you didn't catch the first two videos. If you caught the first two videos, you would have saw that. And so he goes, I'm sorry, it's looking good. Oh, whatever. I was like, yeah, no, I didn't. He goes, I gave the impression that you pulled them out the box and just welded them together. And I was like, no, you got to clock those boys, And so he apologized. It was really cool. It was, because he was, he called me up. He was just like, no, you can't do it. I was like, no. We fabbed them up. We made sure they fit, put the quarter panel on, made sure they fit to the quarter panel. And then we, pretty much vice gripped them together, pulled them out. Then we put them together. Now they're in, and so, AMD tech support guy, I forget his name. He's like, anytime you need any help, let us know and everything like that. I was like, I might need some because like a Chevelle, a Camaro, I know exactly where all the little small pieces go and everything like that. But the CUDA, I guess there's a instruction guide or something like that. The shop manual, they'll show like because there's a lot of small pieces where I'm like, okay, what I did was when I cut the back end of that CUDA off, I told Ray that he can have that CUDA because he wanted to make like a wall hanger or light and use the tail lights and everything like that. And I was cool with that, but he took it before I finished putting the quarter panel on. So like I said, I was using that as a reference. Okay, that piece goes there. Okay, cool. But he took it and I'm not going to have him bring it back. He's like 45 minutes away, although I should. Yeah.
Yeah, I just spoke to AMD yesterday. They're going to hook Mill Creek Fab Shop up with what I need for my truck bed.
Nice. What kind of truck you got, Joey?
It's an 84 Silverado square body. And the floor on this bed is beautiful, but the bed sides are pretty much toast. And that comes all in one piece. It's bolt on. You don't have to worry about welding unless you want to weld. But I talked to Jason in the marketing department there yesterday.
Jason's man.
I told him what I was planning to do, and that I'll definitely be back. Because I got to get to the cab, and I'm not sure what I need for sheet metal there. plus interior and, panels and things. And so he says, well, before you place your order, let me get everything together and see what we can save you, and I'll get back to you through email. Like, sounds good to me.
Well, I got my OBS. I'm so happy with my truck. I'm gonna get some skull and some cowboy boots.
Skull. Man, hey, I want to see that. You put some skull in your mouth. I want to see that.
Some skull in my mouth and some cowboy boots. Gotta give me a cowboy hat.
You're gonna be sick as a
watch.
dog.
Terry, I'm just glad that you don't own a moped that you name Peaches. So
No, I wouldn't do that. Oh snap! He said a moped. You know what he's referring to your motorcycle, Louis. You gonna take that?
Yeah.
Hey, Peaches is no joke. She'll run up in you.
Peaches is pretty though. I do like to call it Peaches. Peaches is pretty.
And Peaches is getting new speakers, or a couple extra ones. See, I blew a speaker, so I had to buy 4 more.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah. That's what I told the wife. I was like, babe, you gotta add 4 more if you blow a speaker because something went wrong. You gotta add.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Gil, I got a question. So, when do you think the Riviera will make its appearance on the show?
Oh, season 5. Maybe season 2. We'll see. It could, in theory, fit something else that's going on. Format.
I'm just saying, us Riviera lovers would love to see that.
I would love to see it. I had a goal to be driving the car for my 50th birthday. That's not happening.
No.
But it's just, fortunately, we're too busy to work on it. So.
It's a 70 Riviera, right?
Yeah. The one only. 1 year only. Yeah.
The 1 year only. Yeah. Kevin Ossie, he has a 70 Riviera, and what he did was, it actually looked very, very good. He grafted in the 70 because the 70 Riviera grill is different than the 69 and the 68. He grafted in the 70 Buick Skylark GSX grill where it had like a split, and it looks really, really good. Yeah, but I just want a 69 Riviera so bad. I had one, but damn it. Anyway, I thought I could talk about it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought I could talk about it, but I still need to go to therapy on that one. Yeah,
I need to go to therapy on all of mine. I miss all my cars.
Yeah.
I offer counseling sessions for free. Just send me $39.95.
Checks in the mail.
Checks in the mail.
Just send me a hat and a T-shirt and a mug.
There you go. Payment.
I can't afford the shipping. I ordered stuff for myself. I'm like, oh my God, the shipping. My wife was like, quit being cheap. And she hit the button.
Did you give yourself a coupon code?
Yeah, man, I can't even get a discount.
Who does your printing for your shirts and stuff?
I'm using Printful.
Okay.
It's one of those on-demand companies.
Kind of like Teespring, but probably better than Teespring.
I don't know the shipping. I might have to.
Shipping.
Oh man, it kills me.
I use Teespring, and every shirt that I ordered for myself with my channel name and logo, there's no more channel and logo on the shirt after about 6 washes. So
yeah,
they don't last long. If you buy from there, don't wash it. Just keep wearing it.
Well, I'll tell you what, these hats are pretty nice. They're embroidered. What do you think, Isaac?
Yeah, I like it. I like it. It's got the embroidery on it, and that you never fail with the embroidery.
Yeah, yep. And the cups are pretty nice too. Wait, where's mine? Hold on.
There they go. They're showing
Coach,
off
is
their
that a
coffee
blue
cups.
hat?
Yeah, it's blue.
It's blue.
Yeah.
Royal.
Hey,
Nice.
while he's gone, Gil, I want to ask you, who's the boss there?
Oh,
Well,
I was waiting for that.
it's essentially run like two different businesses.
Yeah.
So I'm the boss of the full build. He's the boss
Okay.
of the interior. So
After you give the okay, though.
I have the easy side. I have just the interior side. She has the full build side. I'm not looking for any more work than what I have going on the interior side. I just want to leave plenty of time to smoke a cigar and drink whiskey, and I don't need the stress of building cars.
Yeah.
You're a smart man, Gil. You're not stupid.
Every once in a while, I'll go on the other side and stir up trouble by coming up with ideas that are really complicated.
after we're already like down
Yeah,
past that point.
So he's like
Last
me.
question.
You get halfway in the middle of something and want to change it. So
Well, I always think you can fit a bigger tire underneath the car, you know?
Sometimes it's just too much.
Yeah.
And he goes to the crew and asks questions, like trivia questions. I saw that video. So a few of those videos. What was one of the questions you asked them?
Oh, that was we had somebody that was doing our social media for a while. His name was Justin, and he would go and ask, you know, what's your favorite movie? You know, he used to do silly stuff like that. Whose toolbox is the nicest? You know, we would do silly stuff like that. So.
That's good. See, I usually ask, like pancakes, waffles, or French toast. Waffle guy right here.
It don't matter as long as it's tasty.
Yeah.
Gotta be a waffle.
I'm not prejudiced to any foods.
You put ice cream on it. It's beautiful. Put chicken with it. It's wonderful.
Louis, me and you both need one of those shirts that reads on it that we both that we kicked anorexia's ass. So.
Yeah, I'll rock it.
Oh man, where's Ray? How come Ray didn't show up tonight?
He had to pick his daughter up, I think, at the airport.
Yeah, I think he mentioned something like that. Yes.
That's what he talked about last week.
Yes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have to go and let this little boy go to bed. He's sitting up here like, because,
You're distracted, yeah.
Well, we're gonna get out of here too. But again, Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. Watch PartTubeTV.com. Tune in and let us know what you think. And
Great show.
Absolutely.
Keep the episodes coming. And thank you again for having us on.
Yes, it's nice to meet everybody.
Enjoy the show.
You do?
Hey, listen, I told you before, your family, bro. You got to come on anytime you want.
All right.
Yeah, and now that I'll be playing catch up on all of your content, I'm gonna tomorrow while I'm out here working on my truck bed, I'm gonna have you on my TV screen here in the shop, and every now and then point the camera at it and just tell everybody, hey, go check these guys out. So
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you,
Yeah,
guys.
man.
Have a great night. Terry, I'll see
You
you.
do?
Appreciate
We'll
you coming
talk
on.
soon. Proud of you guys again, man. Yeah, keep doing it.
Thank you, sir.
All right, see you later.
All right.
Good night.
there. Night, Terry. Night,
See you
Linda. Night, Gil.
Take care, everyone.
See you, Terry.
Take care,
All right.
Terry.
So, Keith,
Yeah.
we
Lowering
talked about the center console.
Yeah. I didn't look at it. I gotta look at it. I'll look at it tomorrow. I'll go check it out.
Wait, I found one for $40.
Oh.
Right by me. He gave me the dash. He gave me the dash pieces, the glove compartment, the
Armrest.
the bracket, the whole thing, everything. $40.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
But
Better grab
if you need that jump seat, I'll send it to you.
What is it? Cloth or leather?
Cloth.
All right, doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I can make it leather.
No, I don't care. It's going in my. I want to put something in my '53 Buick, just to get something so I could sit on there, and I wanted to look like a bench. So, I thought the jump seat would be cool putting it there.
Well, let me know. I'll box it up.
Yeah,
I'll probably,
I gotta
check it out next week.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have to finish welding the floors back in. That was a job. I stopped. I ran out of material and I stopped, and it's been sitting for 2 months. So I'm sure it's freaking all rusted now, but I'll get back working on it.
415 on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something after I get it all welded in there.
Nice.
Coat it, put some Dynomat on it or whatever. I don't know if I'm going to use Dynomat. It seems like it's too expensive. Some other brand.
Yeah. What year is it?
It's a 53.
53.
Yeah, 4-door.
I think Dwayne has a 53.
53 Buick?
No. He has a. I don't know. Let me quit lying. I don't know.
Yeah, it's cool. It's got an LS motor in it, so it starts up every time.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Yeah. It starts up, and I haven't taken it on the road. I mean, there's something wrong with the steering because it barely has any steering radius. It's probably worse than stock, I guess. But anyway, it's got 4-wheel disc, 4 to 9-inch in the rear. Anyway, just a bunch of, I did all the underneath first. Now I'm trying to get it to be able to drive it. And then I'll do the outside. I don't know when because the outside's trashed.
Rat rod.
Yeah, it's all different colors. I wish it was like one color, but it's not. So I'm gonna probably paint it. Just do a crap paint job, but just have it so it's one color.
Yeah, or a good primer.
Yeah, primer sealer or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And just enjoy it.
Yeah, that's what I need to do. And I got to put AC in it because Florida, I have to have AC.
Hey, Isaac, your hat looks better than mine, or you look better in it than me.
That's why I got royal blue. My wife says that the royal blue accents my skin. The amount of brown in my skin, I guess.
Yeah,
so
that's good.
I've got a handful. Okay. I've got a handful of royal blue shirts and stuff that she just loves it. She says it just looks right with my skin tone.
So when you want a hot date, you put on the blue shirt, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, the royal blue. The royal blue is the equivalent of when women wear red.
Yeah. Hey, you got to make it work.
Yep.
Well, folks, I'm gonna jump off too. I gotta be an adult in the morning.
Oh, that's not any fun.
Hey, Papa Squirrel, did you get your stuff, your swag?
It's on mute.
You're on mute.
Which swag?
I know you ordered some stuff. Did you get it in? Oh, maybe you didn't order. Okay.
Maybe it was supposed to be a surprise and you just ruined it.
Never mind. It wasn't you. It was the other Papa Squirrel.
The other Papa
Squirrel. Way to go.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Sorry, Deb. I'm leaving. Debbie, I'm leaving. Sorry.
Yeah, Debbie. Look, he's looking at Debbie. What did you do?
And he left. Man,
he's out of here.
He didn't.
So the stream's gonna die?
No, he didn't turn it off.
Papa Jim.
So how's the stream's just gonna keep going then?
It's just gonna keep going.
If we leave, we ain't getting back in. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, if you leave, you ain't getting back in. I don't have any controls.
Yeah.
I don't have the password or whatever. The only Ray does. I don't know if Ray's only when he was supposed to get back.
That means we're gonna be live the whole time. Oh man.
We gotta watch. You gotta watch yourself.
You gotta watch yourselves.
You don't want that black Suburban following you around tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
You don't want that.
I was just watching, Brian. This you. I don't know. I'm gonna ask you, Brian, because of your history. Did you ever see the show Designated Survivor?
Yeah.
So my wife's watching it, and I'm like catching episodes here and there. And I guess what takes the guy's name? Whatever the president's supposed to be. His wife gets hit. They're in a caravan, and she gets sideswiped, and she dies. Right? And I'm like, I don't think that would happen. Wouldn't she be in like an armored SUV?
Yeah.
It
should be an armored SUV, and they stop traffic and make sure no one's coming. I'm just like, this show's total BS.
Yeah, they.
Well, there was an incident somewhere up there on the East Coast, a month ago, where they hit the motorcade.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
You can get through. Yeah.
Well, you can. Well, it really depends on what the function is and what's going on.
Yeah.
Where on the average, I mean, like I said, when they have certain, they might only, if it's just not a daily thing, but if it's just something small, they might only have a 1 block radius closed or something like that. So anything can kind of happen, but those Escalades, I mean, they're 9 inches thick, dude. They're
Yeah, I know. The thing fell over. The window, the airbags busted the window out and all that. I'm like, what? She wasn't in armored? Come on, give me a break. Like this,
those things.
president's wife.
Mean, I don't know if I saved it. There was
He's back.
Oh no.
I was.
What are you doing, Louis?
Real quick, I'm gonna cut off the live stream, but you guys can stay on. It'll leave you on forever.
Yeah. Okay.
Forever.
Good. Because now we don't have to behave ourselves.
Yeah. Now we can really go wild.
All right, guys. See you later.
Take care.
There was it wasn't that long ago. I'll just have to see if I saved it. But there was a